Yo, it's Utopia here. I've got something kind of crazy to show. I found some corrupted terrain in my world when I updated to the latest snapshot, Minecraft 26.3 snapshot 7. So, it's not very far. I'm just gonna fly over there real quick. And I've been doing a lot of tests just to see like how this happens and like what causes it. And I found out how to replicate it like consistently, but I'm just not really sure what causes like corruption to begin with. But there are like some consistencies with this, which I will show when we get there. And then I'm also going to show you how to replicate it and some other just oddities that I have noticed when doing this. I need to go a little bit more this way. So this only happened to me I got like a couple of days ago, and it's not like too far from my spawn. My house that I was standing on at the beginning of the video is pretty close to my spawn, and this is like 1,500 blocks or so out, roughly. And here it is. So this used to be like a big old cherry grove, I believe. But now, as you can see, the terrain just kind of gone. And it looks pretty funky. And if we turn on chunk borders, as you can see, it's corrupted chunks. But what we do notice is that like features, like trees and stuff, do extend over. So they're not like completely cut off. And another weird thing... Let me sleep real quick. Another weird thing is that structures seem to like get ignored by this. So we're gonna hop up down in here real quick. I'm gonna fly like down here. This is a whole stronghold that I noticed when like investigating this. And like even like drowned and stuff can spawn here, even though this is a forest biome, as you can see. But we can just hit it here. There's a whole stronghold. Pretty sure this is a 0i. Like that don't matter. And like multiple places get affected by this. Let me turn down the volume some. I have multiple instances of this, like as you can see over there. And the weird thing is, whenever this does happen, like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like a big body of water that replaces the terrain. And then it's just like lava at y minus 54 or so. Like roughly where you'd find lava in deep slate caves. And this does like cut into the bedrock and expose the void. So I'm gonna just do like a little digging over here. And as you can see, it's all lava. Until it won't be for a moment. This is like kind of spooky to me. Like, this is scary. Like, I'm about to be, like, in the void a little bit, you know? So, here's bedrock. I'm gonna just carve a little hole into here and just hop in. And place a torch. And then just dig out the bottom here. As you can see, that's just straight up the void. Like, I'm gonna throw this deep slate in there. And it just goes. That's the whole ass void down there. So, freaky, very freaky. And like some of these areas, they can be like kind of small, but they could also be like fairly big, like this one. I'm gonna show you guys one more example of this, where there's like a fairly exposed trial chamber. So we're gonna head there now. And I guess you can see like, where's the old one? The old one was that way. So then here's this other, like, instance, I guess. And, like, this one's pretty big. But it's not the biggest one I've seen. If we just fly over here a little bit, we could see, like, I think it was like a river biome or something. I think it's, yeah, it's over here. So here's this one, and there's the trial chamber, as stated prior. Like, it's just here. Here's the entrance to it. Let's head inside. Again, structures are just, like, basically unaffected. I've seen like ocean monuments, like, staying at like their normal Y level, and like their little support pillars on the bottom, just like going all the way down, and it's like kind of freaky. Again, I've done a ton of like testing over this, but I'm still like I'm not like 100% knowledgeable on like how this kind of thing happens. And there's like one more thing I want to show. Oh yeah, should be able to do it over here. So I'm gonna turn on chunk borders, and as you can see, like with this one for example, you know, like there's the wall here and then this wall here, but then there's like this little like rectangle of terrain that kind of like just juts out from here. I don't know what this is or like why it stays. I'm not sure why it's like not just a clean chunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know how this occurs. And if I turn on F3, hopefully we should be able to see it if I like fly around some. Oh yeah. So as we can see on the disappeared. Okay. Fly down right here. So as you can see on the left hand side right over here, it says blending old. I brought this up, or no, it was brought up to me in the Minecraft Discontinued Features Discord server that chunks, like with this next to these, as you can see, the corrupted chunks don't have this tag right here. And so what someone mentioned is that it could confirm that like chunk blending is breaking. And I feel like that would make sense given some other instances I took of it, like this ice sheet, and this is just there, and it's not just like clean water, it's just ice sheet. In other examples that I've done this, there's like icebergs at the bottom. I've seen like ocean structures, like ruins and shipwrecks. I've seen a whole shipwreck just in the lava layers. And just some more instances. And I'll get into this water, this weird water stuff here. So I'm going to show you how to replicate this. So we're gonna log out of here. I'm gonna close the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a world in currently the latest release, the Chaos Cubed drop. And then we're just going to update through like a few versions. Again, this is all like in the development stages for the dappled forest and whatnot. So let's get into it here. As you can see, I've done a lot of testing with this. So let's create a world. We're going to call this test video. We're going to set it to creative. And you're just going to generate the world, just like load the spawn. Ooh, right next to a pale garden, you know, that's pretty cool. So we're just going to load the spawn in, and like hopefully like just like some like landmark areas, like villages or something else. Might take a second to load. I play on 32 render distance, and I say that just in case it might come in handy. And like it might be like relevant information. So we got just some mountains, just some hilly areas. I seen a jungle temple. Yeah, there's a jungle temple right there. Let me check for any like, see if there's like an ancient city down here. I've seen it get affected by ancient city. Oh yeah, just right under the spawn. Okay. I highly doubt this will get affected, but who knows? We'll see. Is there anything else of note in this spawn? I'm not seeing anything. There's a savannah out that way, some weird cliff, jungle temple. We just fly around a little bit. We just get a view of the land here. Got the savannah there, the cliff, the waterfall, another meadow. Oh, a ruined portal over there. Okay, that's good to know. We'll keep that in mind. Alright. So I think here's a good place to call that. So now we're just going to exit this world, quit the game. And now we're going to go into Snapshot 3. So this is, it's not the first snapshot with the dappled forest. This is the one with the cushions. This is when cushions got added to the game. So we're just going to load this. Just have the spawn basically just like load completely. I don't think there's anything wrong with this version specifically, but I was playing on my world in this version to play with the cushions. That's why I even updated into snapshots to begin with, because I thought the cushions were really cool. But whenever I would do this without updating to this snapshot, the corruption wouldn't occur, and I thought that was weird. Let's just make sure that waterfall cliff over there gets loaded in. So like it's visible, we can see that. The meadows over there, we got everything else. Alright, I think that's all we really needed to do. Okay, quit the game. Now, let's head into Snapshot 6. I also updated to Snapshot 6 because of a crash that was happening in 3 with like cartographer villagers. I don't know, I don't think you need to do this, but this is what I did in my world, and I got the corruption, so we're just gonna see. I don't think any corruption happens in this version, because I've only ever seen it happen in Snapshot 7. So I think that there's something in Snapshot 7 that's causing it, but I don't know what. I'm just gonna load this here. Load the land up. Alright. I think we're good. I think we might just be good to go. Alright. Now let's go into the latest snapshot, 26.3 snapshot 7. Alright, now hopefully we should see the corruption here. Should just see just like a giant, just like chunk of land just like disappear. And I'm also going to preemptively do /tick freeze. This will be important to showcase some of the oddities. Alright, so it looks like the waterfall is fine. Jungle looks fine so far. So I think this usually happens with chunks like outside the render distance. And you'll see what I mean. Like, nothing looks just out of the ordinary here. Like everything loaded currently looks normal. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to explore a little bit. We should hopefully see some corruption, mainly just anywhere. I think it happens like kind of randomly. Initially I saw the corruption only happening in the westward direction, like what I'm facing right now in the west. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, as you can see, ooh, this is big. Oh, this just goes on. That's like, I'm on 32 render, by the way. Like, look at this. This just goes. It just goes right through this mountain. And look, there's the ice sheet I was mentioning earlier. And there's the ancient city. Wow. Like, this one's real bad. I've only ever seen, like, something like this kind of big in a different test world, and luckily not in my hardcore world. Alright, so now you may notice all these just air pockets. I'm getting myself some night vision. You just notice all these air pockets, and I don't know what causes these. I don't know if it's maybe, like, the cave generation just, like, forming itself around and then it just gets replaced by the water. I don't know. But there's a whole lot of these, especially, like, down here. So, like, we have the ancient city here, but even, like, some of it's, like, covered in water anyway. But, like, over here, there's no structures, there's just nothing. So I don't know what this, like, floating water is. Right, this whole just structure is just submerged, like, entirely, for the most part. It's very strange. Like, I don't know, like, what could possibly cause this. And, like, here's, like, some bits and pieces of ice that are just, like, down here at y minus 25. And here's, like, the little juts of land that I had mentioned earlier. Like, it not being, like, a clean chunk. It's, like, divided into sections, as you can see. And again, this one just goes on. This is, like, one of the bad ones. One of the bad types of the corruption that I've seen. And you could also use this to, like, find ores and stuff, I guess. But, yeah. Like, as you can see, I'm glad we got this, like, first try. I've only had, like one, maybe two instances of a world where doing this just didn't cause corruption. But as you can see, it's just like this is a flat wall, and then this is divided into chunks. I'm just not noticing this. Why is this flat but this isn't? I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Is this also just like a whole chunk? I think it is, right? Yeah. So that's just a whole chunk there. That's just a corner. And if I were to, and there's a trial chamber. And if I were to, like, unfreeze the game, all this water would just, like, be flowing down, and you could tell when it happens because you can, like, feel the lag from, like, all this water. It's not, like, super bad lag, but it's definitely laggy. Like, you'll notice it when it happens. I could probably try to find some more of the corruption in, like, other places, and then just see if that'll do it. Let's go ahead and let's unfreeze the game. I'm at, like, what? I'm covering around, like, 100 FPS. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Oh yeah, as you can see, it's lagging. Oh yeah. The frames are dropping, so 3 and 2. Yeah, as you can see, some lag spikes, especially with, like, how big this one is. It's gonna be, like, kind of bad. Just go ahead and load all this. See, all the water is just starting to flow down. And it just looks really weird. No clue why this happens. But yeah, as you see, structures just get completely ignored by it. Which I think is weird. Like, this just looks so cool, though. Can't lie. Looks sick. Reminds me of, like, magma ravines in 1.13. See, now after all that's settled, game runs fine. A little bit of extra lag. But it's whatever. And again, as you can see, there's like the trees just kind of like hang over the columns of land here. It's very strange. And I'll show, like, what updating through other versions also looks like. What is this biome? Why is this? Oh, gypsum cave. Okay. But yeah, like, it's just all terrain. that gets replaced by just a giant body of water that goes all the way down the lava. And here's what it looks like below, by the way. Here's all this lava that just cuts straight into the void. And then just like little columns of land there. Very strange. Never seen anything like this, honestly. Like in terms of corruption. Like I've seen like void chunks, like chunks just getting just completely reset. But as you can see, like the blending old tag is here, and then you go like next to it, and then the tag is gone. So again, this could be like blending just failing in this version, and that's why you got the trial chamber done that way. That's why you've got the ice sheet. Maybe, I don't know. Again, I'm not very smart with this, but that seems plausible to me. We can check the loot down here too, because like the loot works fine. Oh, there's all the carpet. Let's find a chest. Like this one. Ward armor trim. Bed falling too. I want to see what spawning a warden and this is gonna be like. Just try that. I bet it's gonna fail a lot because it's like all in water. One more. See if the warden will even spawn down here. No, the warden does not spawn. I'll drop some water on there. Yeah, just no warden spawns. And then there's like these little air pockets. I don't know what these are all about. This is weird. But yeah. So that's that. It's very strange. I'm hoping this can get fixed before the update releases. Because I would love to play with the dappled forest and whatnot and not have to worry about the Mariana Trench just appearing next to my spawn. That would be preferred. Let's go back to spawn. You see, like, look. Again, so like the reason why I saved like my render distance is that like this is spawn. It's just right outside spawn is the trench. So I'm thinking that it happens to some chunks that are just outside your render distance. Though I haven't tested it with lower render distances. And this is just the same one as before. Just the trial chamber. So let's fly around. Let's fly around, see if we can find any more corrupted chunks. Oh, here we go. Ooh, this also looks to be kind of big. Or maybe not. This doesn't look as big. It's got a bit of a diagonal curve to it. That one was like a bit like far outside my render distance, so I don't know what like this one's about, honestly. But yeah, so this one kind of like snakes around, and sometimes you just get some that are like just like the semicircle. It's kind of weird. And I'll show like other instances of other worlds and what those look like. And they can happen like fairly far out, as far out as like in my hardcore world, I've seen a trench like 5,000 blocks out. But then again, those were also chunks that I'm pretty sure I visited before. So yeah. Let's go this way, see if we can find any more. Let's go to the waterfall. See if we find anything new. Oh no, I guess that one was it. Yeah, okay. Let's fly around some more. Maybe we can find like one more instance. Though, actually, I should say, as far as I'm aware, any new chunks generated in this snapshot don't get affected. Like it doesn't happen to new chunks, I don't think. Because, like, I'm able to load, like, new chunks perfectly fine. Like, we could just, like, keep going here. And just, like, nothing bad will happen. With brand new chunks, you know, nothing happens. Things work as normal. So, again, like, what I think happens is that, like, some chunks that are loaded, like, just outside your render distance just get, like, destroyed for some reason. It's very strange. Like, especially in the instance of, like, my hardcore world, like, I've 100% like explored past that point before. So the fact that it like happened there, not too far outside my render distance, you know, like a little concerning, I guess. Well, then again, I'm not 100% sure, like what causes it, or like how to determine what chunks get affected by it. Because again, like I said, there's that trench that's like 5,000 blocks out. That's definitely not in my render distance. So I don't know. But it does definitely happen to chunks like in your render distance. Or at least like, or not in your render distance, like outside it by like a little bit. That might be all of it though. I think it was just like those two trenches. Because everything out here is just new terrain. So, yeah. Let's head into... I think, this world. Yeah, another trench. So here's a different trench in a different world. As you can see, just giant layer of ice, because we're in like a snowy mountain biome. And there's this ruined portal here. I'm surprised this just doesn't like go all the way down to the bottom. Like I've seen other structures do. It's just like up here. Oh, it's probably like an underground one, huh? That would make sense, I think. Because that would definitely be below the terrain. There's another ancient city right there. And then, as you can see, it's like old blending terrain, and then when you get near it, it's just like new terrain. Or like new chunk blending terrain or something. Not 100% sure. So, again, probably just chunk blending failing. Alright, so with that out of the way, how do you reproduce this? I think I already showed that. I look, don't know, I'm trying to do this all in one take. Yeah, I did, I literally just showed it. I'm silly. Alright, we're gonna do a new world. And we're just gonna, for this instance, we're gonna go from 26.2 straight to the latest snapshot. World 13. Let's just go ahead and load this. Now, my hardcore world, was started in version 1.11, the Amounts of Mayhem drop. So I presume that this can happen to other worlds, like, older than that. Like, I have another hardcore world that is started in 1.19. Like, I'm sure if I loaded that into this latest snapshot, there would most certainly be, like, chunk errors and whatnot. So I'm just gonna get this all loaded. To make a tag out that way. Ocean, nothing special, really. So it's a little island with a shipwreck over there. Alright, I think that's good. Now let's load the latest snapshot. Alright. So let's just fly around here. Just see if anything happens. in theory, nothing should happen. But you never know, I guess. Here's a dappled forest. Pretty cool. I put a world download for like a bunch of my test worlds in the description to download and like investigate. If that's necessary at all. Probably not, but you know, better safe than sorry. But yeah, as you can see, there's like no like immediately visible corruption. This is all like new terrain. And we can like check under the bedrock and make sure there's no just giant lava pockets. So like even though this is all like blending old, then we go into new chunks. There's just like nothing here, you know. Nothing's happened. But whenever you would do it in Snapshot 3, then something would happen. And I don't think there's anything wrong in that version, because I was playing on that version for a while, in all honesty. Because there was no new like actual new content between Snapshot 3 and 7, so that's why I didn't update. Then whenever I updated to like play with the new concrete slabs and whatnot, then I found a corruption. But we can head on down here. Like as you can see, I'm like 1,500 blocks out, and nothing's happened. So we can just fly under, we could head towards spawn. And like as you can see, there's nothing here. What's that? What is that I see? Nothing. Probably just... yeah, okay. Game's just not rendering things properly. I mean, as you can see, like, nothing happens here. And also, you get the same result, same, like, normal, no corruption result, if you update a world from 26.2 through every single snapshot, so like snapshot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you update through every single one of the snapshots, nothing will happen as far as I'm aware. I wasn't able to get any corruption. So, I don't know what happens in between those. I was looking through the changelogs, and I didn't see any, like, world generation changes. Besides, like, the dappled forest, you know, but, like, I don't know what happens that causes the game to, like, freak out in some instances. We do a little check around, just to make sure, 100% certain that nothing's happened. Another dappled forest right here, pretty small one. But yeah, nothing happens, as you can see. So I don't know what's up with that. So hopefully now that I've shown it, I can maybe diagnose it some. Anyone smarter than me would like to take a crack at it. Again, I'll provide a world download for all the testing worlds in the description. I think that's all that really needed to be said there, honestly. I don't think there's anything more that needs to be said, other than I hope this gets fixed, like, immediately. So, yeah, so thank you for watching. Hopefully this gets fixed. And we'll see you. One more thing that I almost forgot to mention during the recording. It's kind of like just like a bonus segment. So we're just going to open the test world in Snapshot 7. Just go back to like spawn, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to use this unaffected world. So, if you load this snapshot, in the or if you load this world, sorry, in the previous snapshot, in snapshot 6, you just get a whole bunch of just void chunks. I don't know why that could possibly happen. I don't know what could possibly cause that. I've downgraded from earlier versions in like different worlds, and I don't get just void chunks. So yeah, that's probably why I think something's wrong with snapshot 7. Just because like, what could possibly happen in between these versions that could cause like void chunks to appear? As you can see, all the animals are falling into their doom. So bad day for them. Let's just fly somewhere. The void chunks are also just dependent on like your render distance, and if you have any existing chunk loaders like ender pearls or nether portals, those will also get deleted. Here's all this, by the way. Some structures like are fine. Like I don't know what this is doing here. I don't know why like the terrain gets deleted, but the structures stay. But like one chunk beyond that, and they just disappear, like right here. I don't know what could possibly cause this. So do not downgrade your world. You will break it. And then always just back up your worlds before updating, of course. I mean, that's just common knowledge, but some people do it regardless. Oh, check this out. There's an ocean monument over here. Look at this. This just goes straight to the last 2 blocks of the world. Oh, that's weird. I haven't seen that at all. So that's cool to know. Iceberg, whatever you're doing here. That looks weird. Oh yeah, structures. Some structures are fine. I know like trial chambers get cut off. You know, there's the rest of the mine shaft. Maybe we'll find a trial chamber and we could showcase what that looks like. With the void chunks here. I mean, I guess if you really want to make like a very easy, instant world perimeter, just go somewhere far away, downgrade your world, and then re-upgrade your world, and then just like fly out of there. You don't lose your items as far as I'm aware. I mean, I didn't have any items, but I remember doing that in a different world, and I lost no items. Here we go. So I got the advancement for going in here, but I'm not in there yet. That's a little weird. I'm in the bounding blocks. So that's cool, I guess. If you want to make a perimeter for a mob farm, now's your chance, I guess, to do it really quickly. This is like really big. Then again, my render's on 32. So if you're on like 2 render distance, then oh, you're dead, and you're dead. Can I like go in you? Nope, no, too late. You're dead. Turtles are dead. Kelp is gone. Goodbye, kelp. Looks like that was a ocean ruin just there. Oh, look at that. There's another trial chamber. So that's that, I guess. Just a warning, don't downgrade your world. Back it up, obviously, in case something goes wrong. Like this. Look at the way sulfur caves look. They're very colorful. I like them. So yeah, that's all. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one, I suppose.